Hello and welcome, Leo. Welcome to the channel. I'm Mac Mayhem. This is a reading. Please use discernment. Know that time isn't real, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Trigger warning: this is a very blunt and forward deck that speaks about karmic relationships, things like that, and the psychological kind of what's really taking place when we quit romanticizing things. So it can be a rough one, but quite honestly, I think it's like necessary. We all have to look at these things. So, right off the bat, before we even jump into it, behavior reality, the facts. To me, the bottom of the deck is the subconscious. So, something may have happened with the secrecy and compartmentalization here that you have hid from yourself. Okay, you could have possibly learned how to compartmentalize. The secrecy protects the secret keeper, never the relationship. You are being hidden because you don't fit the other narrative. This is not partnership, it is compartmentalization. You're being kept in a silo, not a life. So it's like somebody's keeping you boxed off. Then we have savior complex, the rescuer, trap dynamics. So this is like what the loop is that is keeping you in this silo, this where this partition is. I don't know why it says silo, because it should just say box, but then we have the lens of distortion here, the lies. Maladaptive daydreaming, storyteller, power tilt. So it's like history is written by the ones who were victorious, and the storyteller has most likely been that and has consistently had power in their favor or on tipped in their favor. Okay, so overarching, and this is just before we even get started. Behavior, reality, the facts, biological convenience, utilization, the 2 a.m. call. So this could be like with a hookup in your life, okay? You are a placeholder for their loneliness, not a destination for their life. Access without investment is theft. The surgery, if you stopped answering, they would not try harder. They would simply find someone else. So, okay, this could be pertaining to a hookup in your life. What is this energy offering, the Leo Collective? Please and thank you. That's way too many. That's still way too many. That's 3. I prefer 1. What are they offering? Behavior, reality. The facts of the matter is they're future faking. It's verbal mirages. Promises without dates are just verbal simulations. They're selling you a dream to buy your patience today. Surgery. Look at the calendar, not the potential. There's no project, only a pitch. So they're offering a fake future. Let's see what the first let's check this. And that's the loop. That's how there's like loops in loops. There's like layers to all of this. Anxious avoidant dance. The chasing loop. You run, they chase. So again, that's the back and forth of all of this. The push, the pull. It's like loop after loop. This is very deeply embedded. And it's like the lens of distortion, like changing your perception somehow to see what's going on, to see the facts of this situation, and then starve it. Another loop, trap dynamics, the ledger, unreciprocated investment. Relationships are not vending machines. You cannot put enough coins in to force a specific outcome. The surgery, the debt will never be paid. Write it off and walk away. Oof. So they could feel like you're accumulating some debt with them, or they are, or you are. Yeah. Okay. What is Leo projecting onto this energy here? Please and thank you. Got 2. Radical agency, the exit, self-centering, pivot point. Take the energy you spend analyzing them, excuse me, and spend it on building you. Make yourself the protagonist again. Redirect your focus, recall the passions you dropped to make room for their drama. So you got 2 exit cards. So you're projecting onto them double exit energy that you are feeling. This relationship was not a failure, it was a mirror. Thank the teacher and leave the classroom. The surgery, extract the wisdom, leave the pain. Okay, so are you trying to make them leave you? So that's what that kind of feels like, in a way. If you're like, are you lingering? It's kind of lingering. Is this or you're trying to have a power play right now? That's what I get with this power tilt. Because you're like keeping tab on who saves who. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you because I'm right there with you. And overarching energy is like, you're doing all this when this is, you have an internal door, okay? You can get the closure that you want. Truth, closure is not a conversation you have with them. It's the moment you decide you deserve better. The surgery, the apology is not coming. Forgive yourself for waiting. All right, one more. The likely outcome if Leo stays. The option. So, that light needs to come in a little bit. This is a fact, okay? Bench warming, low investment. If you have to compete for your spot, you have already lost. You are in their rotation, not in their heart. Seeing that's rough. The surgery, examine why being chosen by an indifferent person determines your worth. So if you stay in this situationship, you will become an option. You're amongst many, one amongst many. Subconscious shadowy energy is it's like you know that you don't have chemistry with this person, quite possibly. Raising your standards, filter update. You may feel like you have to filter yourself around them, and then that's when they come and like love bombing you, kind of, sort of. I mean, it's unpredictable rewards create the strongest addiction. So yeah, and then love bombing, boom. It's funny because they want you to take care of them. All right, let's see here. Overarching, we have dating potential. Okay, this is a lie, the lens of distortion, something to do with your perception. The project manager syndrome. You're in a relationship with a hypothesis, not a human. Potential is not a promise, it's a gamble. The surgery. Assume they will never change from who they are today. Decide if you would stay. So, there's something about your perception in dating, and dating potential specifically, where you may be like micromanaging even with this project manager syndrome, which is control, trying to control it in a way, and that way is distorted. You know, we it's like going back to old ways of dating that you've done before and have always maybe stood by, and trying to do them again. And it's like, well, that didn't work the first time, so why are we trying to make it work now? Hopefully you pick up what I'm throwing down there. All right, let's get some clarification real quick. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, ask for clarification for this reading for Leo. And I could get out this other deck and do that one with it too. Maybe at the end. It's rough and raw and ruthless too, but it's like we have to get ruthless with ourselves because we are having a hard time, I feel like. I know I am. Fright, 3 cups. That's like, somebody might be celebrating somebody being in fright. Okay, bottom of the deck we have aid. Hold on. It's a little better. Hanged Man, High Priestess. There's a lot of wisdom right there. Calm. Change, transition. Heartbreak, shattered. Fate, deters. 7 of Cups on the top here. So illusions. Somebody casting illusions. They're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. Can I get some clarification here for future faking for what this energy is offering Leo? Well, it's not this. And that stinks because this is like what the picture here is something you would want in the future, you know? They don't care. They see this. That the wheel is in your favor or in your direction or upright for you, and that you're healing. Work on your freedom, safety, divine timing, all these things, all these good things, like alignment things. And they may come in with a promise, trying to make a promise. I don't know. Tell me more, please. Future faking. What this energy offers Leo. Follow your intuition, but move silently. I get with this, or this could be another woman. Very well can be. Courage. Yeah, this is moving silently, but using your wisdom that you gained along the way, that you have gained through enlightenment with the Hangman here. Okay. One more. You may be or have been stubborn. Okay. Maybe blocking out your intuition with the stubbornness card. Stop it. I tell myself that too, though. You may be blocking out some memories that are coming up. Either in meditation or in sleep, while you rest. There's opportunities there. Can I get something here for the lesson? What Leo's projecting onto this energy? That's a lot. Proposal and commitment in reverse. On the lesson. Traumatic growth. Post-traumatic growth. You don't want them to be committed to anything, or you want them in this like shadowy south node, closed off. Or there will be no proposal or whatnot until the lesson is learned. That's when new love comes in. Tell me more. 9 of Wands, a wounded healer. It's been a long battle. It's been a long road. We all got our scars from it, right? Fulfillment and wish. You learn the lesson. You don't have to keep getting beat up by this cycle here. And you get the wish fulfillment. What about pivot point here? Yeah, finances, future, like, you gotta learn the lesson. You have to, and then when you test it again, you have to pass the test. I hate saying that, but it is what it is. Pivot point for what Leo's projecting onto them. Isolating thoughts and toxicity, bound patterns. You can't be projecting that stuff onto them. Moving from rough waters to calm waters, right into the devil energy. And that's the truth here. It's gonna be a victory. Somebody's in fright. Not a family. One more. that's justice. You're projecting justice onto them, maybe for the toxicity and thoughts and isolation. But you're taming whatever beast is present currently, I'd say. The animal within. And there's movement here. Chariot. Alright, the option. The likely outcome if Leo stays. Okay, Five of Swords. Upright is conflict. In reverse, it's like avoiding that. So it's like always being on guard. Basically, you never know, but it's always a possibility that there's going to be conflict. Because somebody always wants to win. There's a competition here between you and somebody else. The Hermit. Past lack. Page of Swords. It's like looking within about some past lack. They need to, or Pluto transformation. Oh, he's so cute. This Pluto transformation energy is, it's like you and them. Okay, or maybe even the fact that you could very well have been, and like, you know, you're this option, and it's kind of made you go a little dark, right? And I mean, it could speak on you going dark if you continue on with this person because of heartbreak. You become their puppet. One more. Seven of Pentacles. And somebody harvesting your energy. And they like it dark. It's like their coffee. They like their coffee black. We're going to be bringing messages in your dreams. So be aware, okay? Do your best to prepare for them. Could be about heartbreak. He is so cute. Weird. Okay, so we're going to get one card for each of these piles here. This deck is kind of intense, so just letting you know. Just for Leo. Filter. You're not comparing yourself to others. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. Okay, so keep that in mind. If that resonates. Okay. Bear with me too. It's an interesting deck. Can I get a card here for future faking with what this energy has to offer to Leo? What about an overall, just general message? Yeah. 3 to 5 cards. 1. Numb. You didn't stop feeling. You built a dam. Now the reservoir is full of still dark water, and the pressure is cracking the wall. Okay. The dividend. Your exhaustion is someone else's asset. Your burnout pays a dividend on a ledger you'll never see. Oof. Flashback. hostage. The cell door is open. You stay because you come to believe the captor's story about the outside world. Okay. Where are you? It's so cute. Mirroring. They reflected only what you wanted to see. Hi, Mama. You fell in love with your own loneliness, given form. Okay, so you're exhausted. You're numbing out. But you are holding yourself hostage in this. So when you're ready, you can walk out. This person could be mirroring your scars, okay? Okay. Yeah, they want you to be the scapegoat. And they're kind of holding you hostage. Let's get 2 more. How's this come together? Depleted. They want to deplete you, basically. Poured from an empty vessel. Now even the echo of generosity is gone. Okay. So what do we do? The bottom. This is it, the feared place. It is solid, it is noble. From here, the only way is to examine the walls or start digging. So that's what you gotta do. You gotta examine the walls. Because they've left. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you. And we don't even realize we've done it most of the time. We've built our own cages. And we didn't get back what we were giving, leaving us depleted. And now it's like we're kind of at this whole rock bottom area. Please don't be mad. Please take this with a grain of salt. It's just food for thought, okay? Hive mind. Your original thought was the price of admission. Now you pay rent to live in someone else's dream. Oh my goodness. You were designed for a version, not a lifetime. Adolescence is the future. Whatever this is, energy vampire. So you got an energy vampire. That's who this is with. All right. So how do we get that? We gotta get up out of the bottom. We gotta. Oh. We're gonna go a little further. For Leo. Clarification for Leo. Unexpected, all of a sudden, divine intervention. Something's gonna happen. It's like lightning striking. Growth, summer, ex-lover, old spark, oh boy. 5 of Cups, sadness, Ace of Cups, avoidance, stalemate. Okay, can I get something here from for Leo? Compromise, making changes. So you had to come to a compromise with somebody, merit making, maybe met an understanding, more. Ghosted, love, strong affection, growth, summer. So this probably all popped off where you were kind of on track or whatnot. You may have ghosted somebody. They may have ghosted you, but this is like kind of like the inner reflection now, I feel like, of this whole reading. And that was strategy. Strategies should be self-love and enlightenment and looking and inner child work. And there was some type of, well, this is awakening too. Some type of awakening took place here. The dividend. Your exhaustion is someone else's asset. Death. This is ending though. Or I want to say it's an ending of a union we could have here that was Mars energy headed towards you, fire energy, self-worth. Somebody could have been partying, seeing life through rose-colored glasses and not really wanting to Make decisions. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, sorry. Gain. Tell me more. Ten of Cups. Integration Union again. Non-committal. This could be a Scorpio came in with this offer of a Ten of Cups as well. Family, home, commitment. Dividend. Maybe your exhaustion made you become a little distant. Maybe develop some doubts. I'm here for hostage. Sweet dreams. There's something that needs to be possibly released through your sleep. Some Nine of Pentacles energy, quite possibly. And this Nine of Pentacles, she is in tune with spirit with the bird here. So that kind of confirms this whole messages in your sleep for me, personally. Bliss, happiness. One more. This could have to do with some type of Hierophant energy. Now this is Taurus and Sagittarius. This can be government systems, legal bindings. This energy could be keeping you, this Nine of Pentacles energy, hostage maybe. You'll be able to, God, this is like Inception right here. Going into your dream and like unlocking this or figuring out how to, there's some type of contract here. It's got to do with the inner child. Somebody in this situation, one of you two, has to heal something with your inner child. I feel like it's both of you, but one of you's got to do it first, and the other will follow. Depleted. You poured from an empty vessel. So reflections, projections. The mirror's broken here, so it's like it was not. I feel like, to me that says like this wasn't achieved. Reflection, you may not have, and that may be a source of energy renewal by doing that, and maybe you weren't aware of that resource. Collaboration and death. So this could also be mirror magic, somebody collaborating to send some type of, whether it be death magic or just, you know, you look in the mirror, all kinds of things can happen. So like beauty spells, things like that. Either way, I want something to deplete you, but you are protected. You're fighting off what needs to be fought off. Divine intervention, time for reflection. Probably from now until winter, possibly. Daydreaming. They're asking you to daydream a bit. Alright, the bottom. Clarify this. That's where you'll find this cup. This Ace of Cups. Tell me more. And balancing of the scales. Neutrality, logic. That's where you'll become balanced and gain assistance through your spirit guides. You may be a female. This could be your inner child, your inner girl child. But be aware there's deception and temptation all around you. Those who are wearing facades. Masculine energies, quite possibly. Okay? Okay. Somebody's taking a vow to connect with you somehow. Somebody from a past life. And they're in regret about something. I'm not going to go. Somebody coached them. That's all we're going. As far as we're going. Alright, y'all. That's what what I got for you. I hope this helped. Hope it gave you some type of clue or whatnot. I don't know. Be careful out there. It's real out there in these spiritual streets. So, see you in the next one. Bye.